Hello friends, welcome to Pathshala. Today we will discuss the transpiration process in plants. So the transpiration process means when the water, the loss of water, or when the plant loses water from its aerial parts, means from the root system parts. This process is known as transpiration. Transpiration won't occur in the root system because roots are below the soil. So the aerial part or the stems, the leaves or the fruits, flowers, all these parts do the transpiration process. What happened in transpiration process is there are several or numerous pores in the plant body. They are like the stomata in leaves, or it may be cuticle gapping that present in stems or fruits or flowers, or there is lenticels present in woody stems. So all these openings are responsible for the transpiration process. Water, when in case of leaves, water when leaf, not only leaves, in each part, in aerial part, when water is lost from these pores, the water creates a target pressure. Means when the water loses from this pores, the cells adjacent to this pore is in water vacant condition. So this water vacant condition creates a target pressure which moves the water from roots to the xylem tissue, and from xylem tissue to the cortical tissues of each and every aerial part. So this pressure gradient creates a pressure, another pressure, that is known as transpiration pool. So when water evaporates from all these pores, the cells adjacent to these pores remain in water vacant condition, and this creates a turgor pressure, and this turgor pressure helps in movement of water from xylem to these cortical cells, and this creates a transpiration pool. So the transpiration can be measured in the plant system. Transpiration can be measured by a special type of instrument, that is photometer, or with the help of photometer we can measure the transpiration or the rate of transpiration in plants. Next thing is type of transpiration. Next is the type of transpiration. First type, the very first type of transpiration is stomatal transpiration. Stomata is present in the leaf cells, or stomata is present in leaves. So in stomatals are nothing but the opening that are present in leaves, and these are guarded by the guard cells like this. So there are very minute pores in that present in leaf. This is known as stomata, and these are two guard cells. What happened is, in daytime, due to absorption of carbon dioxide from atmosphere that is needed in the process of photosynthesis, this stomata opens, and while the stomata opens, the water present in this adjacent cell area move into the extracellular area due to the target pressure, and this extracellular water escape out or evaporate out from this stomatal cells, and the rate of transpiration is increased in daytime. So the rate of transpiration is increased in daytime due to the opening of the stomata, and the closing, and when the stomata closes, the rate of transpiration also decreases, or there is no transpiration process occurs at night. So uh, in stomata is actually present in leaves, and that helps in the transpiration pool. We discussed this, what is transpiration pool. So the same mechanism is followed in the stomatal area. Transpiration pool actually help when the water evaporated out from the stomata, there creates a transpiration pool which helps the water to move from the root hair cells to the xylem tissues, and this transpiration pool actually helps in ascent of sap or ascent of water and water soluble minerals into the leaves that are used in the process of photosynthesis as well as other metabolism processes. Next is the next transpiration type is the cuticular transpiration. So the second one is cuticular transpiration. So in case of cuticular transpiration occurs in leaves also, and in other parts like stems, fruits, flowers. Cuticle is nothing but the upper membrane of the epidermal cells present in the plant system. So there are epidermal cells lies at the upper part of the outermost part of the plant cells, and above this epidermal cell there is a membrane like structure. This membrane like structure is known as cuticle. So in cuticle there are smaller gaps present. This type of smaller gaps are present in the cuticle area, from where water can easily escape through this cuticular part. When there is excess of water, the water easily escapes or easily evaporated from this cuticular opening. So this type of transpiration is known as cuticular transpiration. The rate of cuticular transpiration depends on the target pressure, but the rate of the stomatal transpiration or the pressure created by the stomatal transpiration is much more higher than the cuticular transpiration. Next, the third type of transpiration process is known as lenticular transpiration. So the third type is lenticular transpiration. So what is lenticel? Lenticels are the openings that are present in woody stems. So in woody plants there are small openings that lies in the stem area that are known as lenticel. So or the lenticels are actually the opening that are present in between the barks of the plant stem. So there are small gaps between the barks, and these are known as lenticel. So when there are excess of water, the water evaporated from this lenticel from inside of the plant to the outside or outside environment, and this creates the turgor pressure, and this helps in the transpiration pool. So these are the three types of transpiration. Now let us discuss the advantages and disadvantages of transpiration. So there are some advantages and disadvantages also. The very first advantage of transpiration is it actually helps in ascent of sap, or it helps a transpiration pool helps to move the water and the water soluble minerals and other minerals to move from in the upward, from downward to the upward direction of the plant, means from root system to the aerial or shoot system of plant. Next is it also helps in the temperature regulation in plant body, because evaporation of water gives some cooling effect in plant body. So when at the daytime, if you sit beneath a tree, you feel some cooling effect than in direct exposure from sunlight. This cooling effect is actually due to the transpiration process. So in transpiration, the water when evaporated out from the transpiration process from the plant body, there is a temperature regulation occurs, and this gives a cooling sensation. And the next is the evaporation of water. It also helps in evaporation of water and remove the excess water content, means when there is a, if you pour too much of water in your pot or tub plants, or if there is excess of monsoon due to excess of rain, if there accumulates too much water, then the transpiration process, the rate of transpiration process increases, that helps to remove excess water from their body. Next, there are some disadvantages also present in transpiration process. Transpiration actually is the essential evil in plants. Why essential evil? Because in case of photosynthesis, the plant has to absorb carbon dioxide from outer environment, and due to this process, or due to for this process, the stomata has to open itself. When stomata opens, it absorbs carbon dioxide from air, but it also creates a turgor pressure, because the water that are present surrounding the stomatal area evaporated from the stomatal opening, and this actually creates a barrier or somewhat barrier in the photosynthesis process. So this is known as the essential EV process in plants. And the second disadvantage is it also causes fall in metabolites in plants. Next is it is also reduces the increased amount of transpiration reduces the rate of photosynthesis. And if there is too much deficit of water due to the transpiration process, then the growth of plant will become less, and the stem system or the other parts of the plant system will no longer grow as it should grow in a normal condition, and there will be no new leaf formation or no new stem system formation happens in the plants. So there are some good effects in transpiration, as well as some bad effects are also present in present due to the transpiration process. But if we summarize or if we conclude that transpiration process, if needed in plant, then yes, it is a very much important process in plants, and plants need this transpiration process due to the movement of water from the lower part to the upper parts or upper aerial parts in the body, as well as due to or to regulate the body temperature in plants. The transpiration process helps the plants. Thank you so much for today's session. Hope we will enjoy this session. We will meet in next session. Thank you so much.